think it was called The Haunted when I started, and then it became Night of the Demon. Making that film was a different part for me, really. I had done more comedy films, light comedy, until, of course, I did the real noir film, which was called Gun Crazy, which was the last film I made in America. Joanna Harrington, she was a pretty strong character, I would say, really, and she was well aware. I think, yes, she was well aware of what was going on and what could have been going on. Quite bright as well, possibly brighter than I was, I don't know. But I was playing a part, of course. I was playing Joanna. I wouldn't say she was very feisty. I think she was inquisitive and wanted to know what was going on, and at times felt a little bit disturbed and worried that Dana was going too far, which perhaps he was. It is, I know, pretty frightening, because I still get a lot of letters from fans, which I'm very grateful, and I always read them because I think it's so nice, the letters, and so interesting, the letters I get. And some of them say, well, when I was 10, I was hiding behind the sofa, and when I saw the demon, I ran away into the kitchen. So the demon did have quite an effect. Night of the Demon wasn't made in America, it was made in England. It was made at Elstree Studios, and we did the locations around that area, I think, quite a lot, because Dana Andrews came over from America to it. It was very nice for me because I was at 20th Century Fox company when I went to America, which was 1945. And I was really, I hadn't made a film for 20th Century Fox, so I was a sort of nobody, but he was quite a big star because he had made Laura, which was one of the greatest films, I think, fantastic film ever made. He did after Laura, I think he did The Best Years of Our Lives, which was a very big, he had this tremendous voice, Dana Andrews. It boomed at you, as it does in the film at times, when he sort of lifts it from the bottom of his, stomach there. And I can imagine in the British Museum, he must have shocked everybody, because it's so quiet there. Nobody speaks. It's all very quiet. I know I have a slight loud voice as well. My friends say, Peggy, I can hear you. And I said, well, I haven't said anything yet. He was fairly serious. I'm not always that serious. We had a séance scene to do with. Well, that was very difficult, actually, because, we're sitting around at the table and they set up the scene. I've never been to a séance, actually, and I think then Dana was not very good. He started giggling, and that started me off, and that started everybody off, and so I think we had to sort of really calm down to get that, because it's very important to play it correctly, so that but if it's something you've not know about or knowledgeable about, it's difficult, and I'd never encountered it before. I don't know why he didn't make more films. Maybe he slightly went out of favor, other actors come along, or actresses, like in my case. I don't know, but I think you have a time when you do, and then it changes, and of course it depends on the parts. Everything depends on your part. You only get a couple of parts in your life. I've had about 3, if I'm truthful. It's in times, I love horses and I love riding. I'd love to have been a jockey, and I think it always reminds me of being a jockey. If you've got a good horse, you're 3/4 of the battle, I would say, and you know what you're doing. Jacques Tourneur was a very famous director. He was very, very well respected as a director. So one was very lucky to have a director like that. And I think out of it came something that has lasted over a long time.